Hello and welcome to a new episode of Company Secretary News. This is a show where we talk about Company Secretary news relating to ICSI, the amendments, business news, and also case laws. Let us start this episode. In ICSI news, our first segment, the first news is that ICSI has done a great thing for CSEET students. Now, CSEET students will get a physical book for the exams. Before, everything was only online material. Now, once you register for CSEET, you have to pay 1000 rupees for exam fees and 500 rupees for the book, and you will get the hard copy to your house, and every single student will get it. The second news is that ICSI peer review. Peer review is basically a review done by senior company secretaries on different company secretaries for the quality of the work which they do. In simple, if I am a practicing company secretary, if I have a practicing company secretary firm, then I can request ICSI for a peer review. So somebody from ICSI will come and check my office, check the records, check the quality of my work. And if my quality of my work will match the ICSI standards, then I will get a peer reviewed certificate. And remember, peer review certificate is compulsory for anything like doing a secretarial audit for a listed company. There are some more assignments where peer review is compulsory, and 80 peer reviews were done in the last month. And as we go further, there will be more such peer reviews. Third news is about the continuous professional education. Once you become a company secretary, you should have different programs that you attend every single year. Like I'm a practicing CS, I have to attend certain number of hours of programs to continuously update myself. And for that, it could be program, it could be writing an article, it could be taking an online course by ICSI. They have many short courses for members. So like this, they have added some new guidelines for the continuous professional education. Even when ICSI done joint program with other institutes or other bodies, you are going to get CPE. Like this, ICSI is continuously working towards helping the members get more scope. Also, ICSI has given a dedicated helpline for company secretary students, and we really hope that this time this dedicated helpline will actually be of use. Usually students say that dedicated helpline is there, but we never get the help. Hopefully this time the new helpline will actually help students. In this week's amendment news, it is all about investors, and it is relating to SEBI and your subject SLCM or CMSL in executive. All of you know that you have a credit card or debit card. If it gets lost, you can block it. But what about trading account? All the investment in shares and securities happen through online demat and trading accounts, and we did not have a facility for voluntary blocking. So if I am an investor and suddenly I lose my access to password and my trading account, somebody else can misuse it, and I did not have an option to voluntarily block it immediately. If I lose my credit card, immediately I can call a number and it can get blocked within 1 minute. But for trading account, it was not there. Now they have introduced it. So now for every investor, there is ease of doing investment, and your account get blocked if there is any suspicious activity or any misuse. You can only block it and you will be safe. You will not lose any money. This is a great amendment and very welcome amendment from SEBI, which will help all the investors, and this way more investors will get confidence to invest in the stock market. In this week's case law, again we have something which is very simple, but when companies and professionals and directors don't do, the costly affair of paying penalties may arise. Yes, even if you watch our previous episodes of Company Secretary News, you have seen that even small non-compliances are being taken very seriously by Registrar of Companies, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and in this week also it is about Drishti Telecommunications, New Delhi. In this case, it is talking about two things. One is Form PAS3. Form PAS3 is filed whenever we do an allotment of shares or any other securities. In this case, there was a difference of 190 rupees when we have filed the form. So the company secretary and the director of the company has somewhere missed seeing this 190 rupees. It is a human error. It happens with many people, but it is no more going to be taken lightly. And ROC has passed an adjudication order saying that yes, the difference is small, just 190 rupees, but Form PAS3 will be wrong because it has to be perfect. If you look at section 450 and the rules relating to company law, that is relating to the filings, it clearly says that the director and practicing professional, it could be company secretary, chartered accountant, whoever signs the form, has to get it perfect, has to make sure that everything is correct. And here it was wrong. There was difference of 190 rupees and there was a adjudication order which fined 10,000 rupees for company and 10,000 rupees for the practicing professional who did it wrong. This was kind of lenient. There have been cases where lakhs together penalty has been imposed. Again, it shows that compliance cannot be taken lightly, and the job of compliance, job of company secretary is like a pilot. Pilot cannot say, I'll make one small mistake, that's all, everything else I do correct. If pilot makes one small mistake, the whole flight is going to have a crash, everybody is going to die. Similarly, company secretary does a mistake, the company will face many penalties, and it will be a very sad affair of non-compliance. So this was this week's case law. Please watch the previous case laws also and write this in exam. These are all simple non-compliances and companies face lot of penalties when they don't comply. In this week's business news, Wipro is going to acquire US-based insurance tech company called Agne. And this is important because as a company secretary, this is what we call M&A, mergers and acquisitions. And when an Indian company acquires another Indian company or a foreign company, there are a lot of compliances to do, lot of procedural work which is there. This is what we call as a transaction. And here, as a company secretary, you will have due diligence, you have to do the paperwork, you have to have a coordination with the other company. There will also be a lot of regulatory filings which we have to do. Like this, there will be many more things which has to be done. And this is just one aspect where Wipro is acquiring a company. If you just look at the news, there are a lot of Indian companies acquiring foreign companies in the last 10 years. And this trend is going to increase as we move further. And when this happens, obviously, company secretaries are going to get a lot of work relating to this. And I always tell you, it is not just company secretaries, lawyers, chartered accountants, and company secretaries. These are three sister professions, and all these three are required to have any corporate law related transaction. All of you know about CA and lawyers, but because people don't know about company secretaries, we have this company secretary news. That was this week's business news. I hope you liked this episode, and we will see you in the next episode. Please do follow, please do subscribe, and please share this news with others who are in the company secretary field. Thank you, and I will see you in the next week and next episode of Company Secretary News.